D D R D D R
D.
D.
The new eve is rising from the pages of a burnt Bible, from the roadsides and the gutters, the marshes and the meadows, from the pulpits and the cafes, from the forests and our backbones. The new Eve is curious and free. She eats what she wants to eat. Every fruit from every tree she devours guiltlessly, and thick red fruit blood run down her hungry mouth, and thick red fruit blood run down her naked thighs. The new Eve is not ashamed when she bleeds. The new Eve spits out the seeds from the fruit of the forbidden tree, and then she plants them carefully, nurturing an orchard of apple trees. The new Eve is of earth, granite, ochre, magma, dirt. All the bones in her body are holy. All the stones in her pockets are homely. She is an animal among animals, a human among humans, wild and full of purpose, tender and ferocious, limbs and loins burning of lust. And the new Eve fucks, the new Eve fucks if she wants to. The new Eve says no if she doesn't want to. And there is no God to save you if you fail to listen. The
Good evening, folks. This is my Listen to Scaries on Dublin Digital Radio. My name is Wheels, and I just played you the opening 2 tracks from the New Eve's debut album, The New Eve is Rising, which has just come out on Transgressive Records. It's a really, really great record. I'm really enjoying it, and I'm going to probably play more of it in the coming months. But you heard The New Eve and The Highwayman, which is channeling Velvet Underground and Raincoats and a few other influences, but it's very much a sound of their own. A 4-piece from Brighton, and I would very much look forward to seeing them live at some point. Welcome to tonight's show. Lots of new and interesting things tonight to play for you. I'm going to play you a couple of tracks from bands that were involved in the concert that's just happened up in County Mayo. Unfortunately, I didn't make it myself, but any excuse to play something new from Mr. Paddy Kelleher. This is a track he's just released on his Bandcamp called Solar Wind, and I'm going to tell you a little bit more about it after this bracket of tracks. Stay tuned.
Do you feel alone? Seen the sky of late? I know what I saw was an act of hate, and I wonder what kind of claim compelled them to take your life. The beats we kept in time, we radiate.
Don't get settled.
of the Countryside by Cormorant Trio, which is the alias of Mary Keane, a multidisciplinary artist and musician from Dublin, and also a member of the new collective called Human Lantern, which features members of Hands Up Who Wants to Die, Jimmy Cake, and Crowhammer Band, amongst others. They played as part of the concert in the Lodge outside of Ballina in County Mayo at the weekend, and also on the bill was the Bonk, Dan Walsh's outfit, which would have been great to see, and that track was called Mayfain from their most recent record, I believe, Greater Than or Equal to the Bonk. And starting off that bracket of songs was Paddy Kelleher, who also played at the concert, and I played you his most recent release, new from him, called Solar Wind, which is a track that is basically raising funds for UNRWA and the emergency gas appeal. So you can go to his Bandcamp and download that and make a donation. But it's an awesome tune. And also in relation to compilations that are benefiting the struggle for resolution of the war on Gaza, a compilation that came out on a label called Died of Worms, which is Gavin Duffy's label, and the compilation is called The Sky Was a Mouth Again, and it is a run of covers of the 1955 garage rock classic Louie Louie, and it has people like Richard Dawson, Charles Hayworth, I think Billy Childish might be on there as well. But I'm going to play you the contribution from a band or act that I played on the last show with their latest track, which is amazing. But this is Junior Brother and their take on Louie Louie, and I will talk to you again in a bit.
Hello, hello.
Sir Richard Bishop on My List to Scaries and Dublin Digital Radio with the lead track from his forthcoming record, Hillbilly Ragas. And the track is called They Shall Take Up Serpents, and it comes out on the 26th of September. And that's coincidentally when he's playing in Dublin in Bellabar, so you can go along to that launch night, and that would be a bit of a treat, I would say. For that, label mates of his, this is the third Ghosted record from Orn Ambarchi, Johan Berthling and Andreas Verlin, and that is the edit single version of a track on the album called Yek, and very nice that is too. And starting off that set of songs was Junior Brother with their take on Louie Louie. Okay, we said farewell to Ozzy Osbourne very recently, and because this show has basically been sailing along under the pretense that it's somewhere between Black Sabbath and Karen Dalton, or basically darkness and folk and anything bluesy and down tempo and weird. Basically, they're patron saints. So let's pay a little bit of tribute to the man and the band. I'm going to play you a fairly long bracket of songs now from a few of their glory run of records from the early 70s. I'm going to start off with Symptom of the Universe, and we will sit back and enjoy some Sabbath, and I'll talk to you in a bit.
Don't you think I know what I'm doing? Don't tell me that it's doing me wrong. You're the one that's really the loser. This is where I feel I belong. Kiss the world with winter flowers. Turn my days to frozen hours. Lying snowblind in the sun. Oh, my eyes say you become. What you gonna do? Time's caught up with you. Now you wait your turn. You know there's no return. Take your empty roads. You join the other fools. Turn to something new. Now it's killing you. First it was the bomb. Vietnam, Nepal. Disillusioning. You push the needle in. From life you escape. Reality's like rape. Colors in your mind. Satisfying time. start spinning round. You fall down to the ground. Feel your body heave. Death hand starts to weave. It's too late to turn. You wanna learn.
Black Sabbath on my list to Scaries on Dublin Digital Radio. A bunch of tracks in tribute to the passing of Ozzy Osbourne, who was the vocalist for the band during their heyday, founding member obviously, but Sabbath, can't deny them. So we have to have a little bit of a potted run there. So what do we play? Sabbath, Bloody Sabbath, which was from 1973, the title track. Before that, I played you Hand of Doom from 1970's Paranoid, and Snowblind from Volume 4. For that again was Sweetly from probably my favourite album, Master of Reality. And starting off the bracket of songs was Symptom of the Universe from Sabotage, which is also amazing, from 1975. Where do we go from there? Oh yeah, the Melvins are playing this day next week with Red Cross. Have you got your ticket? It's going to be great. This is an oldie from Bullhead. This is It's Shoved. Big Brave from their 2023 LP Nature Mort. That's the Fable of Subjugation, and they are playing courtesy of Enthusiastic Unique Promotions in Whelan's on Tuesday the 4th of November, and they'll have special guest Geish, who are a new improv trio featuring Eleanor Myler from Oxen and Percolator, and also Elaine Malone and Maeve McKenna. So that will be as amazing as Big Brave always are, but very excited to see what Geish come up with as well. And Enthusiastic Unique have loads of really great gigs booked and planned, not least the Natural Information Society, which is going to be on in the concert hall 29th of October, and also Poor Creature in November. So loads of stuff to look up and put your coins towards. What am I going to do next? I am going to play a curious thing that appeared over the last couple of days. New music from Cardiacs. New music with the caveat that this is songs that have been written or that were written by Tim Smith as long back as 2006, 2007 for an album called LSD, which is coming out in September, and it's been a long process since Tim Smith's health issues sidetracked and basically scuppered any plans for the Cardiacs follow-up record, and they have finally found a way to put this through, and the new track is called Wooden Eye, featuring various surviving members including Tavis Toraby, and he is the lead guitarist on this. It's pretty great. See what you think. Cardiacs, Wooden Eye.
Make it
Two Bites of Cherry from Cardiacs from their second album proper, On Land and in the Sea from 1989, and that was preceded by brand new music from said band Cardiacs, from the long gestated and awaited LSD album, and that was Wooden Eye. And the more I'm listening to it, the better it's sounding. So there you go. I'm going to play a couple of tracks to see out the show now, from the Rocket Recordings label. And first up is Goat with Blow the Horns. But following that is more new music from the forthcoming record from Rune, which is coming out very soon, and they've already put out one track. This is the second preview called Strike It, which is Diarmaid McDermott's new musical project, who will be playing at Supersonic Festival the end of August into September weekend. More about that on next month's show. I'm going to play out the end of the show with one of two parts of the brand new Pharaoh Overlord record, which is the track's called Louis, and that will see us to the midnight hour. Thank you so much for listening to tonight's show. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will talk to you from somewhere next time. Good night, folks.
Strike it! 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 Strike it!
These crooked minds have closed already, backs broken. Melody to fall.